Doom the Dark Ages stands out as a remarkable example of what the genre of first person shooters can achieve, combining fast paced gameplay, innovative design, and a compelling atmosphere. Doom the Dark Ages has earned its place as one of my favorite FPS this year and all the enthusiasts out there. The atmosphere soundtrack complements the visuals perfectly, blending ominous chants, blaring guitar riffs with orchestral arrangements. Each musical piece draws players deep into the game, enhancing the tension and excitement from every encounter with the demon horde. Playing once again as the Doomslayer after Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal was again a badass experience, as always. From his reformed design to the sheer tenacity he attacked with, he's still one of my favorite, mostly silent protagonists of all time. The immersive game is such a refreshing twist on the genre that sets Doom as a whole apart from other FPS titles. So, come with me as I delve into the elements that made this game an exceptional addition to the Doom canon. Here's my review for Doom the Dark Ages. The plot had light gravitas, along with a simple yet flowing narrative, and any player could really follow it. It had a multifaceted war with different ideologies clashing without it being too distracting. Now, Doom as a series has always given light attention to detail pertaining to its stories, but here you can feel that they honestly attempted to add a higher believability to the world building, and it gave off texture. Giving the Doomslayer a well told origin was great. Long before the Hell invasion of Earth and Mars, the Doomslayer aged Argent Nadur in his war against Hell. Bound by the tether device under Creed Mike Yar's control, the Slayer breaks free to defend the Sentinels and to thwart Hell's leader, Prince Azriarch, in his quest for the Heart of Argent. One of the features that they could have constrained was the inclusion of mech and dragon battles. Although those sections had slightly added a whole new level of scale and scope to the game, just taking control of towering mechs equipped with devastating weaponry was fun, but a bit clunky and awkward at times. It slightly took away from the first person shooting aspect of the game, for me. The dragon battles felt somewhat floaty and untenable to control at times. In contrast, each dragon's look was a thoroughly thought out piece of design, with intricate scales shimmering under the light and wings that cast massive shadows as they took flight. I grew slightly attached to my mount, and I felt horrible when he died later in the game. Back to the story. Despite all the setbacks, Asriarch allies with the Kree and captures Thera, who contains the heart's true power source. Asriarch eventually discovers the location of the heart and launches an assault, but combined with the efforts of the Slayer and King Novak, his plans are thwarted, keeping the heart beyond his grasp. Distrusting both the Slayer and the Mykyar. In retaliation, Asriarch organizes a counterattack, encircling the Sentinel forces to annihilate them before they can retreat. Creed, prioritizing his own safety, refuses to deploy the Slayer to aid the Sentinels. Now, the Slayer, unwilling to let innocents fall victim to the demonic forces, he manages to break free from the Teller's control, compelling Creed to send him into the fray. The Slayer successfully holds off the demon horde by buying enough time for the Sentinels to escape. Infuriated to find the heart rendered empty and powerless, Asriarch realizes that he has been outmaneuvered once again, and he turning to Creed, who now fears the Slayer's rebellion. Asriarch proposes an alliance. Meanwhile, The Slayer struggles to remove the tether from his armor. Commander Thera then entrusts him with the critical mission of finding the heart's true power source before Asriarch can lay claim to it. One of the defining aspects of Doom the Dark Ages is its atmospheric brilliance. The game takes players to a medieval inspired world, a departure from the sci fi and demonic settings of Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. It has gloomy castles, dense forests, ancient catacombs, and it all culminates to create an eerie yet captivating environment. The attention to detail in the game's art direction, such as flickering torchlights, intricate designs, and the multitude of stone, it just breathes life into this medieval setting of Doom, the Dark Ages. The Doom Slayer moves to assault Asriarch's fortress in Hell by himself. Meanwhile, Creed betrays the Sentinels by sending a recording of Thera's ritual to Asriarch, who realizes that Thera is actually the heart's power source, and he orders her to be captured alive. Failing to find Asriarch, the Slayer returns to Argent Nador, only to see Thera and Creed be captured by demons. In order to follow them, the Slayer reawakens an ancient old one and follows it back to its home world. While staying true to the fast paced and adrenaline fueled action that defines Doom series, Doom the Dark Ages introduced unique gameplay mechanics that elevated the experience. I wielded a mixture of medieval weaponry and arcane spells, offering a diverse range of combat options. Whether you're swinging the different melee weapons, firing a crossbow to clear the field of demons, or casting a devastating rune spell while parrying, the combat felt visceral and very satisfying. The game also incorporates a stamina system with its shield combat, which adds an extra layer of strategy to the battles. I had to carefully manage their energy, balancing between offensive attacks and defensive maneuvers. The shield was honestly my favorite weapon in my arsenal. When blocking, the satisfying noise rewarded the gamer in me, and getting the shield parry down is a must in order to survive. The mechanic encourages thoughtful engagement rather than mindless shooting, and it just makes each encounter feel meaningful and rewarding. Continuing on with the story, Creed betrays the Slayer, and Asriarch is able to overpower him and subdue him. He reveals that Thera houses the soul of a wraith and extracts its power to the heart. Instead of following Creed's advice to kill the Slayer, since the latter cannot permanently die, Asriarch instead leaves him in prison while he leads a final assault against the Sentinels. The level design in Doom the Dark Ages is exemplary, blending intricate layouts with a sense of discovery. Each labyrinth, it's a hidden passageways, secret rooms, and environmental puzzles. Exploration is heavily rewarded, with players uncovering valuable loot, lore fragments, and upgrades that enhance their arsenal. The verticality of the levels also deserve praise. I often found myself scaling towers, navigating treacherous cliffs, or descending into subterranean dungeons. The dynamic use of space keeps the gameplay feeling fresh and ensures that no two levels feel alike. The map size was brilliant as well. I love skimming around and just finding anything to collect. It was honestly an engaging time, spending 20 plus hours in the game. A hallmark of any great FPS is its enemy variety, and Doom the Dark Ages excels in this aspect. The game features a diverse roster of enemies, each with unique abilities and attack patterns, some old and some new. From heavily armored knights to monstrous abominations, the variety kept me on my toes. The AI is intelligent and unforgiving, requiring quick reflexes and tactical thinking to overcome. Engaging boss battles were another highlight. It offered epic confrontations with towering foes that tested my skill and adaptability. The encounters are not only visual spectacle, but a test of strategy. I had to identify and exploit all adversaries' weaknesses. Each gun had an enemy's name on it. You just had to match who matched with who. The variety of guns on display is a vast multitude, just offering different options when taking down the demon scum hordes. My favorite had to be either the chain shot or the plasma rifle. Or I really did enjoy the super shotgun as well. That saved me in multiple occasions. The Slayer confronts the betrayer, Creed Mykyar. He finally removes the tether from his chest, and fighting his way through hell, he attempted to rescue Thera. He finally got around to defeating Asriarch 3 different times, and on top of that, liberating Thera's soul. The Slayer finally triumphs and along with the Sentinels, driving the Hell's forces back. He's finally empowered and free. The Slayer vows to continue his crusade against Hell. All in all, Doom the Dark Ages offers extensive replay value, and thanks to the multiple difficulty levels, hidden collectibles, and branching paths, I feel encouraged to revisit the levels just to uncover all the secrets they may have or the stuff that I missed. And I just really want to challenge myself with the harder difficulties by combining the rich medieval setting with the engaging gameplay and the challenging combat. The game offered an experience that was both thrilling and memorable. It happens every time I pick up any Doom game. The ability to merge the old school Doom elements with fresh ideas makes it stand out that continues to resonate with me. It's an excellent first person shooter because it masterfully blends atmosphere, gameplay, and innovation. Just captures the essence of what makes Doom series iconic as a whole, and it carved out its own unique identity amongst the other games. For both longtime fans and newcomers to Doom, The Dark Ages, it's a must play experience that showcases the endless possibilities of an FPS. All in all, out of 10, I honestly have to give Doom the Dark Ages a strong 8 out of 10. It was really good, man. I had fun with it. I love the parry system. The guns in every Doom is always exceptional. The Doom guy is a badass. He did get overpowered in a few scenes here and there, but that makes no difference. Doom is still a badass, and this was a pretty good game. Now, compared to like Doom Eternal is probably like a 9 out of 10. And Doom 2016, that's like an 8.5 out of 10. So they're a little bit better than Doom the Dark Ages, but still a great game. I recommend highly. I recommend to play all the Dooms past 2016 and just play the entire series in general. I might go back and replay Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. So yeah, that's it for me. Just gave a quick review for Doom the Dark Ages. Somewhere on the screen you'll see a playlist for my playthrough of Doom the Dark Ages. It was a fun time. So if you guys could like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do all that great stuff. Until next time, we're out, YouTube. Peace.